Well, hello everyone. We're back with more videos of Hardened Scales. With green white Hardened Scales. Oh, this was not the best start of a video. Anyway, I'm not gonna edit it. We're just gonna roll with it. Yeah, I've been pretty happy lately with the list, and I just made some changes. I'm gonna go run through them real quick, and yeah, let's play a league, see how it feels, see if it's still one of the best games in today's modern metagame, or we're just being phased out by some other companion deck. Just to the main idea with the deck is to play Hardened Scales, play Ozolith, and make a lot of counters, kill our opponent before they know it. Some changes to the deck. So that's a lot of wind. Okay. Anyway, I'll maybe close the window now. Changes I made to the deck, I've added reluctantly. I've added the Temple Garden. This card, I don't like that we take damage from it, but it's kind of the best way to open both our green and white sources, and yeah, the fact that it's an untapped sword is pretty good, so we're gonna run with that. Mana base is the same. I've taken out the Khan's Bastion for the Temple Garden. I was gonna put the Path to Exiles on the sideboard, but the more I think about it, I mean, there's almost no matchup where you don't want a Path to Exile. I mean, some matchups it can be game winning to have access to one Path to Exile. So I decided to keep it. This mana base basically gives us access to 6, 10, 11, and 13 white sources, which should be 14 white sources, which should be fine to cast Lurrus. Not great, but fine. Ideally, we should have 18, but I mean, we will not cast Lurrus on turn 3 anyway. So turn 4 and turn 5, 14 white sources is fine, and green sources, untapped green sources, we are playing 6, 10, 11, 12 with the Pendelhaven, and then 2 tapped green sources in Llanowar Reborn and 2 Springleaf Drum. So overall around 14 to 16 green sources, depends on how you want to count those, which should be enough to cast our only 2 green spells really on the main board. Yeah, that's the deck. The other change I made is I added Metallic Mimic. A lot of lists are running only they're running 3 Metallic Mimics, and that's really good. But I thought, Metallic Mimic is one of these cards that of course you can use for top tiers and you can use for servos, but especially early game you want it to get on the battlefield fast. So if we have too many of those, it kind of defeats the purpose, because if you draw 2 Metallic Mimics or 3 Metallic Mimics in your opening hand, you will not do anything with that, right? So I like to keep it at 2. That's a more classic Hardened Scales list used to also run 2, so let's keep it at 2. And if we really like it, if we feel this is like something we want to be doing more of, just can increase that. So I cut a Springleaf Drum to make room for the Metallic Mimics, and I cut an animation model, which is really unhappy with a lot of the games. I was not able to. I was drawing too many of these cards, and this card is good. One is good. One does the same as 2, and that's 3, right? So we just want 1. And with 4 Ancient Stirrings, as I always say, these cards are always, they're more available than if we don't play Ancient Stirrings. To the sideboard, I made some slight changes. I have at 1 Torpor Orb. I haven't really tried this card before, but it should be good against Titan. It should be good against Tassa's Oracle for that Ad Nauseam matchup. It's good against these Yorion decks that want to blink a bunch of stuff, especially if they want to blink creatures. Okay card. I'm not sure if this is worth it, but we'll try it, and I've never tried it, so let's give it a go. I have the 3rd animation model on the sideboard for the matches we really want it, for the matches that will destroy it, especially post-board. I feel post-board animation model you want more of, because people have some kind of answer. Sometimes they'll have engineered explosives, they'll have all that stuff. So yeah, keeping it on the sideboard, see that that is the correct thing to do. So yeah, that's the list. Everything else is the same as the other videos, so if you want to read the whole, listen to the whole deck, go watch those. But for now, this is what we have. I'm just gonna run a league, see how it feels. Some modern super qualifier in 2 days. I may play that and record it, maybe, if I want to spend 9 hours playing Magic. Let's see. Last league there were definitely some instances where I actually messed up, and so it was not the deck's fault, but mostly my fault. But let's see if we can do better this time. Scales is definitely the kind of deck that as I said, I think in a comment I put, you need to be, it's much more important to be very, very, very good at the lines and about the sequencing and about knowing what to play first or to play second, understanding what could the opponent do, how can they interact with you. That's much more important than the list itself. And so I think even with me that I've played it for quite a while, the Hardened Scales, it was actually the first deck I ever made in Modern, I still find myself in situations where I'm like, man, I made a mistake here. Also, the Lurrus dynamic has added a lot of complexity to the deck, in my opinion. You know, it's like better to cast Lurrus on turn 4 and get a Worker back. Is that worth it enough? Or is it better to wait a bit more and have like a stronger Lurrus? Or is it better to get it on turn 3? Or, you know, even if it's turn 5, do you want to wait until the opponent has used all the removal? So that's a kind of an extra dimension to the deck that I don't think it's solved 100%. I don't think everybody understands 100% how to do it properly. So yeah, I won the die roll. I will play first. We're playing against EDB. I'm gonna close this thing. How do you close this? Hide game block. Hide chat. So now we have more of me. So more battlefield. Yes, I'd like to show Lurrus. And yes, we're playing against Lurrus. Okay, this hand I think is pretty good. We have Ozolith. We have Springleaf Drum. I mean, what else do we want, really? I think I'm going to start with Springleaf Drum, in fact. And then we can actually get the Ozolith down turn 2 as well. So I'll keep. So the idea is to play Springleaf Drum turn 1, Hangarback Walker in turn 2 with the Ozolith. And from there, of course, depends on what they're playing, but if they're playing Lurrus, they're most likely playing some kind of... Actually, you know, I like to have the game lock, then I can see how, like, my opponent is mulliganing and stuff like this. So yeah, they did mulligan. It's hard to know if they're not. So I hope this is okay. I don't know if it's aligning properly. Well, if that triggers you, I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna play the Thicket, play the Springleaf Drum, and pass a turn. Yeah. Let's see what our opponent is up to. I guess it will be either burn or jaunt, and this looks a lot like jaunt. One argument of playing the Ozolith turn 1 could be that we can dodge the discard spell, but I'm pretty sure that the discard spell is going to be aiming for the Ravager anyway. And they're bubbling us. So, yeah, thoughts is... As I always say, it's nice that these jaunt decks kind of kill themselves for us. The guy is at 18, like the person is at 18, turn 1, and I took the Hangarback Walker. That's okay, that's okay. It's not a big deal. Let's not pass it on. I was about to pass it on. I would have been terrible. Ha! Never punished in the history of Magic the Gathering. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play the Hangarback Walker. By the way, they changed the design on Magic Online. That's something weird. Yes, I mean, I'm pretty sure that the opponent is just commenting right now. And just gonna pass the turn. Path to Exile, Arcbound Ravager next turn, which is strong. Not too afraid of anything they can do in turn 2. Wow. They're playing... Okay, Swiss Spear. Okay, this is a slightly different deck than I was expecting. Seal of Fire. So, my guess is that they will Seal of Fire the Hangarback Walker before it gets bigger. So, yeah, I'll take 2 from this. That's okay. They were playing some kind of... Wait, that's Throne of Geth. So at any time they can tap the they can sacrifice this. They can sacrifice Seal of Fire to deal 2 damage to a Hangarback Walker, and I would like to keep it alive. So we are going to cast a Ravager, and if they Seal of Fire it. Is there something we can do to save this guy? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast a Ravager. They also know about this. So I didn't know that the Throne of Geth is not super important. I'm pretty sure they will Seal of Fire this on response. And if they do that, I will... I'm not sure if I want to do this. I'll probably not do this now. I'll save the Path to Exile. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn, honestly. we have two options now. We can of course tap the Ravager to put a counter on the Hangarback Walker. That's probably what I would love to do. We could also tap to get the path to cast a path to Exile on the Swift Spear. Both are potent options. I think I'm gonna attack. It doesn't come down to 1 point of damage, and this is where we have both options open. So yeah, I quite like that. Let's see what they play. As always, I always like to let my opponent make the decision, you know. So if they decide, since they're playing so much red and black, maybe they're playing Lightning Skelemental. So if they cast a Lightning Skelemental, we would like to have the path to Exile for that, right? See what they cast. So this Dead Horde Arcanist, they can bring back. Whenever the Anarchist attacks, you may cast target instant associated card with converted mana cost less than or equal to the power from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. Instant or sorcery, so they can only cast the Thoughtseize. Sure. So that's a good time to path it before they can cast it. Maybe that's what we're gonna do. We path it, they got a land, and they keep the Swift Spear, but it's not too important. So I'm just gonna path the Dead Horde Arcanist now, so we prevent them from Thoughtseizing us. And I will tap the Ravager. See what they do in response, if they do anything. They just go. Yeah. Of course, that means that we miss a point of damage overall, but yeah, it happens. Still is only 1 point of damage, so I'll take it gladly. So opponent has one land. Okay, they're gonna Seal of Fire the Ravager. I don't know why they would be doing this. Because I can sack the Ravager, move the counters. Doesn't really matter, honestly. So just let it die. Put the counters over here. Maybe I have something else. So yes, cannot block, of course. Maybe that's why they did it there. Yeah, take 1 damage. 2 cards left in hand in our opponent's hand. A land could be pretty good. Oh, Hardened Scales is really good. Do I want to play the Throne of Geth? I think not, you know. I think I'm just going to cast the Hardened Scales. Just get the counters down. Yeah, we're opening ourselves a little bit for the counter attack, but I want to do this before they have the option to find a Fatal Push, for example. Yeah. And now we're going to move this counter onto Hangarback Walker, and we're still at 17, so we're pretty fine. And just pass the turn from here. We have 6 counters on our Hangarback now. So yeah, I find another basic. Maybe the Fatal Push it. I don't know why you're gonna look for a Blood Crypt there. Cling to Dust. Exile target card from a graveyard. It was 3 card. You gain 3 life. Otherwise, you draw a card. So what did they do? Okay, so they drew a card. Lurrus of the Dream then. Yeah, it's fine. Seal of Fire. So they have that Seal of Fire on. I'm pretty sure. Another Hardened Scales, damn it. So I would like to get this down, so then we can actually threaten lethal with the... We can threaten lethal with the Inkmoth Nexus, moving counters from the Ozolith. I'm also just thinking of attacking. So I'm gonna... No, I'm not gonna cast this first. I'm gonna attack first. Could cast Lurrus, but then it just dies to the Seal of Fire, so no, I'm just gonna attack. See what the opponent's up to. I don't think they will block. No. So they go to 7. We will play the Throne of Geth, and then next turn we can play the Hardened Scales. Now we have a removal spell, like a sack outlet for the Hangarback. That will give us 6 stop turns. And yeah, so that's a Mishra's Bubble. Let's see what they attack with. So they are targeting themselves, so maybe they drew a fetch land. Another mission. So okay, that Mishra's Vow was actually cast by their hand. So I guess I have to. They just want to have all the information. So that with Swiss Spear, it's only 3 damage. I'm gonna take it. Not really super worried about it. Though they have 3 cards and they have the Seal of Fire. Arcanist post combat. Interesting. Another Mishra's Bubble. I'm not sure if I would like to sacrifice the Springleaf Drum and make a bunch of I'm at 12, make a bunch of servos next turn. Or I just want to sack this, attack him, leave him at 1. And then they need to use the Seal of Fire on the top tier that the Ozolith will target. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I want to be proactive at this point. I will yield with Ozolith. I will yield with Hangarback. We make 6 top tiers. And we'll proliferate. It's the only place I can proliferate that is worth it. Let's see. Let's see. Good thing is that if we draw. So they draw 2 cards. Interesting draw. They could have. Man, they can have a bolt or something. Yeah. That's not too concerning. I'm gonna go to combat, try to move the counters. If they don't react, they're dead. They think they need to react now. They don't know if I will move the counters or not. Yeah. I think they are dead. So I'm just gonna attack with this. They could have a Fatal Push. So I like to attack, leave 2 behind. Sounds fine. Then the next turn we can kill them. They do have Fatal Push, so they also get the counters. So I think I'll play the Hardened Scales. I'll play the animation module. And I'll pass the turn. I'd love to have drawn lands. We are a bit low on lands. So now Swiss Spear. So this is like black, red mid-range / aggressive deck. So down to 4. I think this Seal of Fire, they're just keeping it here for the Lurrus. 3 cards in hand. Cast another Seal of Fire. So that represents 4 damage to my face. I need to be careful with that. No black mana open. Interesting. Just bubble. Guess when the Arcanist attacks, they can actually Fatal Push. I think I'm dead. This is 6, 9, 10. Okay, I will wait for them to use the Fatal Push. Probably will Fatal Push it, right? Okay, they'll cast it. So they're casting it here. I'll tap for green. Or 4, doesn't really matter. Sacrifice. Proliferate the Ozolith, say done. Then the animation mod will trigger. Okay. I'll make 1 servo. Let's see if I can survive. I don't think so actually. That's just lethal if they seal fire this. Did not count on that. Maybe should have kept 1 back. Yeah, that's lethal. Exactly lethal. Ah, that was a misplay by me, for sure. Should have kept 1 more Thopter back. Okay, it happens. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the Veils of Summer in, as always. Seems the path is good in this matchup. Animation module, probably good as well. Torpor Orb, fantastic, because they also play Arcanist, so... Cards that are not too good. Actually, I don't think Metallic Mimics is great in this matchup, so I'll cut it. Drums. You see how clunky drums are sometimes. I wish they would just land sometimes. And cards to cut as well. Got a Worker. Cut 1 Throne of Geth, just because a bit clunky sometimes. We're playing against sort of an aggressive deck, so we want to be grindy, but at the same time not slow us so much that we cannot win the game if things get fast. So yeah, that was not... I have a feeling I could have played that game better. Sometimes it happens when you play the first game. I mean, I haven't played since the last league I posted, which was like a week ago, and I feel like I lose a bit of the, you know, the touch for the deck. Holy shit, that's a lot of wind. I'm gonna close that window. This is a lot of wind. Okay, much calmer now. What did they? This hand is borderline bad. 1 lander. Needs to go so well for us to draw. We only have 22 lands in our deck right now, so I think we just... I hate to mulligan this, but yeah, I'll mulligan. Just too bad, I think. Well, we got a double. Yeah, we have Veil of Summer, and this is something we have 2 options now. We can play Hardened Scales on 1, or we can hold on mana and cast Veil of Summer turn 2. Or like cast Veil of Summer if they decide to if they decide to get us, basically. So 2 Hardened Scales. I mean, 2 Hardened Scales is hard to say no to. Inkmoth, I like both lands. I like, so I'll keep them. A Worker. I'm really thinking of putting down the Ancient Stirrings. It just seems that we will not have time to cast it with this hand. If we still want to keep green open at some point for Veil of Summer. I'm just supposed to put back the Worker. Play Hardened Scales. I don't love any of these options. I think the Worker is fine. Okay, I will do like it. I'm not in love. Did they mulligan? No, they did not mulligan. So I'm just gonna start playing the Hardened Scales. This card, of course, hurts us a lot because they can discard our Ancient Stirrings, and that would be pretty brutal. But yeah, that's what we can do. I don't think we could realistically keep a 1-lander. I think this is just Too bad. Okay, so that's not a discard spell, which is I'm happy about this. Whoa, that's a mighty turn, like 2 damage turn 1. 2 Misha's Bubble, wow. Man. Sometimes people have it, and you don't. More than likely they'll have a discard spell turn 2. So do I want to hold on Veil of Summer? You know what? I think we need to find threads and stuff, so I'm just gonna cast Ancient Stirrings, see if I can find an emission mod or something. Walker is probably our best draw, so any order, play the Inkmoth Nexus, pass a turn. Of course they can discard it, but eventually we'll be able to return it. If we have time, because you know this guy has been killing us with free bolt basically turn 1. They don't pop the Misha's Valve, which is interesting. I would have done it. Maybe they have already what they want to cast turn 2 and they don't need to. So they bubble themselves, I'm guessing. Yeah. And they didn't like what they saw. I'm guessing that was a land that they had. So that's Dark Confident. Wow, that's a lot of value. But also kills them, so. Yeah. Misha's Bubble us. They draw 2 cards. I'll just yield to this. I don't think there's a point to. It's a path to exile. They know about it, and I don't have ways to cast it, sadly. I can do 2 things, and either play the second Hardened Scales, but I think this time is kind of. They most likely will have a removal for the Hangarback Walker, and Veil of Summer is kind of like our way to get back into the game, so. I'll cast it. Maybe it's a bit obvious, but I always tab like this when I have a color mana open, so I mean I don't think it's that obvious. Yeah. So let's see what they do the extra drawing on. Lost and Mire. Wow, that's the best thing you can find. A land doesn't cause you damage. Yeah. So if they have a removal spell or a discard spell, of course I'm gonna cast the Veil of Summer. And my idea is to try to see if we can ride this Hangarback to victory, you know? Sort of like the last game, but hopefully working. Maybe last game I was a bit too fast on sacrificing my... I'm gonna take this 1 damage, don't wanna risk it. Yeah, I'm not blocking. I'm not that confident. Okay, so we wasted a bit of mana, not gonna lie. Alright, so I'll play the animation module. We're a bit stranded for a while this game. They'll draw a million cards, not gonna lie. I think we kinda wanna be on blocking duty here. That's something I hate this actually. I hate doing this thing. At least we can use our mana. Things come to worst if we can use it to make servos with an animation module. But yeah, these guys are gonna get this person's gonna get very ahead on. So what did they reveal? 2 fatal pushes? Wow. So they have 2 fatal pushes now in hand. They still have a second fatal push, so I'll just... They have 2 fatal pushes, wow, that's a lot. Color against command. They also can fatal push in response. So it says, destroy target artifact, deals 2 damage to any target. You know, if we play Veil of Summer now, we protect at least the animation module, so let's do that. So now I need to play one of those fatal pushes. Let me keep the animation model alive for what it's worth. Command's command. It's a battle push. So yeah, I mean, obviously the game is not going swimmingly, let's say. But at least we get to draw an extra card. Actually, we actually need an extra, one more line. We could actually have a kill with Ravager, but we need an extra line. Damn it, man! I increased the white sources by 1, and wow, see, this is like my bane. Drawing 2 animation modules. This happens every game. Okay, should I even play the second Hardened Scales? I think so, right? I mean, it's not looking great. They have a lot of cards. I guess I'll just play it. I don't even see a better way to use my mana than to attack with Inkmoth Nexus. All the rest of the options are really bad. We are... I also lost last league against a deck similar to this one. I need to kind of rethink my plan against it. I used to be very confident against them, but maybe I have, yeah. No, they have Thoughtseize, they have Lightning Bolt. Yeah, I mean a Ballista, and any minute of Ballista could have been great, but yeah, we are in Ancient Series where we got the Hangarback, right? They play the Lurrus. I mean, at this point, this game is super over. I think they can just record Mishra's Bubbles or another extra card every turn. Lurrus is a life linker. We don't have a white source for it to deal with it. Unless we draw a white source like next turn, we are probably losing this match. Yeah, I mean, I wonder what's. I mean, maybe I think probably last game I was not supposed to sack my own Hangarback. Instead, I was just supposed to hold it up there, try to grow it as much as possible, and to a point where I could make like 12, 14 toppers, and then their single target removal doesn't do anything against that. So it wouldn't matter if they were really low on life anyway. Yeah, I mean, Thoughtseize. They see we are not in good shape. It's funny I didn't pick a path. I mean, I can still draw the path. And, I guess I'll just take this. They have a bolt in hand. Yeah. Yes, this is not looking great. They have a bolt in hand. They're drawing 3 cards a turn. They drew 9 cards more than us. We had to mulligan. I still think the mulligan was fine. Our first hand was not playable, unless we had a lot of luck. And the second, yeah, not finding white sources. I mean, that's a bit the price of playing this. You know, I've seen some of the decks have started cutting Phyrexia scores actually, just to have a bit more white sources. Maybe Phyrexia score. Oops, I should not have passed there, but it's okay. I can do my second main. I mean, if they're not gonna be vlogging with this, might as well attack, right? I'm not gonna animate the Inkmoth because, yeah. So maybe in the beginning, you know, like weeks ago, decks were not so refined, so you could get away with skipping a turn because you didn't have I mean, I haven't lost yet this game. I mean, I can actually put a ton of counters on the Inkmoth Nexus next turn, so if I draw a land. But I mean, they have so much interaction. We're not able to draw white. I'm just cutting the Springleaf Drums too much into this matchup. Maybe these matchups are not so much about grinding anymore. Like old Junt maybe was more about grinding, but this matchup seems to be more about speed and like asserting dominance on the battlefield. And it seems that we don't have Springleaf Drum. We're a bit too slow to deal with them. But yeah, now they're like they have 10 cards in hand, you know. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, there's so many things. Soulscar Mage is brutal. Llanowar Worker, that's super bad for us. Yeah, because it doesn't. With Soulscar Mage, you will not have modular. Oh. Thought he wouldn't. I mean, I should have removal, but actually, is this like this? I thought no, right? Okay, yeah, Fatal Push also, man. I wish I actually could have known this, because in theory this modular shouldn't have any counters, because the Soulscar Mage would give it -1/-1 counters. Yeah, I mean, this will be 5. Yeah, I'm dead. Rough. Very rough. Maybe, as I was saying, my plan is not very good against this deck anymore. Maybe I should just give the Springleaf Drums. Maybe just side in the Veils, and that's it. Don't bother siding anything else in. Maybe the Torpor in this matchup specifically. Maybe that's a good argument for the black version. They have access to Nihil Spellbomb, and that's much better on this kind of matches because you can cycle it to draw cards. Tormod is just straight card disadvantage. But yeah, we got pretty punished. We didn't see a single white source the whole game. Maybe we're just supposed to cut one of these Phyrexia scores and add the Second Temple Garden. It looks like it. It looks like we really cannot miss a beat. Maybe I will play one more and then I have to go, and I'll record the rest of the league at another time. Maybe we are, yeah. Interesting. I need to really think. I need to think about this a bit more and come up with a better plan to deal with this black-green or black-red in this case decks that, you know, the Fatal Push starts these decks basically. Those decks, you know, Fatal Push is basically universal removal against us. Okay, I'll go first. I'll cast Lurrus. I'll choose Lurrus as my companion. So I guess this hand is fine. We have Phyrexia Score. We have Ozolith, Ancient Steerings. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what we're playing against. Not a Lurrus deck. Seeking 9-1. And I mean, sometimes you just lose, you know, like they had a pretty strong draw. They dealt a lot of damage to us early on. I think I'm just gonna place the Brushland because Brushland taps for white, so maybe. Oh my god, talk about playing Magic. So yeah, we're against Neoform. It's not gonna be the most entertaining video. It's gonna be just me sitting here seeing if they can win. Okay, sacrifice. What? Serious? Okay, maybe we're not lost. But definitely we're not in good shape. If we drew a Path to Exile next turn, we may be in good shape. Wild Phantom. Okay, no lands for our opponent. No lands at all. Ballista. So my plan, okay, I'm gonna come up with a plan. The Allosaurus Rider. So let's check this out real quick. I mean, this matchup is gonna be fast anyway. So where is that cup deck? You have a no landers. It's funny. Neoform? Where is it? Nasium, blah blah blah. New rant. Okay. So Allosaurus Rider is 1/1. 1 equal to plus the number of plants you control. So you actually need to have a pretty big ballista deal with this. So my idea was to play the Walking Ballista now as a 1/1, and then play Llanowar Reborn next turn. And basically we can shoot the Allosaurus Rider with the Walking Ballista on the stack, with the trigger of the craft on the stack. So when they cast when the Allosaurus Rider enters the battlefield, the Llanowar Reborn triggers. Normally you would not have time to shoot down the Allosaurus Rider before the Neoform, but in this case we would. So I think I'm still gonna go for that. So my plan is to play Ballista this turn, next turn play Llanowar Reborn and Throne of Geth, and I could actually sack the Ozolith to get a 2/2 Ballista. I think that's the best shot we have. So let's do that. So this interaction is really good to know. Like when they play the Allosaurus Rider, you have an option to react to respond to the Llanowar Reborn trigger, and then they will not know. Maybe they will not draw any line and we just win. That would be super nice. So they reel this guy. It doesn't do anything, right? No, it's just a big dumb green dude. So that's my idea. So next time I'm gonna play the Throne of Geth. Okay, let's just pass. So you can see probably they'll have 1 land, so we'll be able to shoot it down. And we can just have the Throne of Geth to start making start sacrificing. Maybe we can sacrifice the Ozolith. I don't think it's gonna do anything. Putting counters on the Llanowar Reborn. They discard Ace Room. Oh, that's strong, but I'm not gonna play it now because I still need to get a counter. So, well, I guess we were lucky that opponent didn't kill us. So I'm gonna attack him. Because they're waiting for Allosaurus Rider. They discarded one of these Nourishing Shoals, so they have that. So yeah, next turn, probably gonna play. Okay, that's 1 card. So that's Simian Spirit Guide. Green, red, Manamorphous. Okay. Of course, they get more than 1 line in hand, so they have mana for Neoform. So they cast Allosaurus Rider. See? So now we're gonna do it. Now there's a graph trigger on it. You see, guys? So now we can sacrifice our Ozolith, for example. I think the Ozolith will not do much anyway. And they cannot cast the Neoform because Neoform is a sorcery, right? So we'll proliferate both Ballista and Llanowar Reborn because we can, basically. We got 2 counters on the Ballista, and now before the graph trigger resolves, we can shoot the Allosaurus Rider, and we feel smart. You know, they exile 2 cards to play this Allosaurus Rider, and then basically also use the Manamorphos. Maybe they didn't know this interaction. Did they? They didn't write anything. Hi, chat. Yeah. And basically next time we have it even easier with the second Ballista because we can play the Hardened Scales and the Ballista next turn. Yeah, that's what I thought. What did they exile? Eldritch Evolution and Chancellor of the Tangle. So now we draw. Next turn we'll already have a 2/2 Ballista. Okay, that's a land, so it's super nice. We can even Ancient Strings this turn. We have 4 mana, yeah, why not? Why not, right? So let's do that. Oh, I thought I had missed. Worker. I'm just gonna get the Worker. It's probably the fastest skill with Pro, yeah. Any order. I'm gonna play this, play Hardened Scales, and get the Ballista down. I'll get one of the counters to it, so we still have an option to respond in case they play another Allosaurus Rider, but they need to exile 2 cards. I mean, at this point they have Neoform in hand, 2 unknown probably, so at this point our opponent is a bit in trouble. We of course had a good hand against what they were doing, but we also had to play it correctly, right? And that is not so easy sometimes. you have to know this interaction, and I don't know why I know it. It's the first time I actually in my life it comes up, but it does. It also works with Path to Exile, so if you had a Path to Exile, you can do it. But maybe you don't really want them to draw. You don't really want them to cast get the Grease of Ram because they get to draw a million cards. So of course that's not so good. Next turn we have lethal. I don't think they play any single card that interacts with you. Alright. So next turn we can play the Arcbound Worker, move the counter. That will be 4 counters, sack the worker to the Throne of Geth, move the counters over here. It's a 9 counters, and then we proliferate on top of that, so that's a lot. I don't think even I will keep this counters, honestly, just to be extra sure. In case they have Life Goes On. They do play Life Goes On apparently. So in that case, to play around Life Goes On, so Life Goes On, they gains them 8 life. I will not move this counter. Actually, yeah, I need to do it, right? So I will just cast the worker normally. I don't think I need, actually, yeah, it's probably good to cast the worker. Sacrifice it, move the counters over here. That will be a 7/7. Then it will proliferate to be a 9/9. And then we have lethal. And if they, I don't know if they're actually chatting. No problem. So I'll be right back. So you have more time. We have more time to listen to me rambling. Hopefully, I mean, this matchup is supposed to be fast. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play the worker, sacrifice it. Basically, we have lethal. If they have a way to elongate the game by playing Life Goes On, that's fine. But we keep the Llanowar Reborn with 1 counter to do exactly the same thing we just did, which is to kill this Allosaurus Rider. Yeah. Well, this was good. This shows that, playing a deck a lot can teach you some of these 0.1% of games tricks that can win you some games. I'm a bit worried about the sideboard. We don't have a lot to do with this. We have Damping Sphere, Torpor Orb. So these guys actually win with Laboratory Maniac, not with the Torpor Orb doesn't do anything. They play Slaughterpack, Yellow Summer. They play a lot of Crypt. Basically, this they play to deal with Crafty Escapes and stuff like that. So they play Lion Sanctity. I think we're gonna bring in the Paths to Exile. We're gonna bring the Ethersworn Canonist because if we get it down, they can't really beat us because they can only cast 1 spell every turn. And of course, they still have a Neo. So if they cast the Allosaurus Rider, they need to wait until the next turn to cast the Neoform, right? And that gives us time to deal with it. Pithing Needle, good against Gifts of Hand. So actually, yeah, we have some options. He is being right back. Next video, I will have my 2 screens set up, and then I can actually have this a bit better aligned, like myself in the game chat. I really like the game log. I don't know. Let me know if it bothers you to have the game log. But I think the game log gives you good information that sometimes you miss, like mulligans and what did they choose. And maybe I couldn't have it in my second monitor. I'm not sure if you can do that. Can you do that? Like, we can explore. Can we make this a pop-up? No, we can't. That'd be nice to have it as a pop-up on another window so it doesn't bother you, but maybe you would like to have information too. What do I know? Allosaurus Rider. Who would have thought, they made this elf warrior that is not a dinosaur. Just, we are casting the guy on top of the dinosaur. The dinosaur just comes with it. It's like, it's some kind of extra free thing you get on top of the elf, or well, on the bottom of the elf, in fact. But who would have thought? I'm sure when they were designing this card, they were like, yeah, we can play this dude. It has a big cost, but it can be like this card that you can just cast turn 4 or 5. Maybe you have 4 lands into play. Maybe you have a land deck, and they just play it exiling 2 cards because I don't know, something with Song Creation. I know Song Creation was not legal when they made this, but it didn't exist. But you're drawing a bunch of cards, you exile a couple of cards from your hand that you don't need, you're gonna maybe discard anyway, and you cast this like 8/8 for basically 0 mana. But instead, people use it to cast this thing. Why did they make this card? There was absolutely no need. You know, they had already Eldritch Evolution. Absolutely not needed to have this card in Magic. And then they put on this card. And you know, also this card, I think they had a different idea. Like there would be like big monster that would be like, you know, has a big payoff by drawing you 7 cards, but it deals you 7 life. It has lifelink, you know, it has all these good things. And you know, I think they probably thought, okay, maybe people through the breach it, they bring it down, they attack, they draw 7 cards, you know, super ahead. Like, I'm pretty sure when they design cards, they think about like, what would a fair player do? You know, I'm not saying fair as in it's bad to be. I mean, that's the problem with this deck. They need 2 minutes to win, so they can go to the bathroom and, you know, unload for like 10 minutes, and they still have time to win. You know, I would be very scared to do this. I mean, I probably would lose most matches if this happened. Maybe just faster players than me. Anyway, so I'm sure they are designed, when they design these cards, they think about, okay, this will be put in a mid-range shell that does this and does that, and it's strong because we can do this and that, and they don't think that somebody will want to play this turn 1, draw their whole library, and then play Laboratory Mining. Okay, he's back, so it's their turn. I'm not gonna sacrifice the... No, that doesn't make any sense. No. Let's go. Oh, that's a Ravager. So yeah, I'm just gonna cast the Ravager. And say no to the graft. Okay, I just win. Okay. They didn't want to play much longer. I guess they wanted more time for sideboarding. Canonist, Path to Exile, Pithing Needle, Damping Sphere. That's the cards we have to play with. Cards that are not very good. Animation Module. Throne of Geth was excellent this game, but I would gather that this is not what we, you know, where it's not a winning card, let's say. So we have 1 card left to take. That's pretty nice. All the cards that give us a speed I like. Interesting things I don't love, but yeah. What to cut here? Should we cut a Metallic Mimic? I mean, this gives us speed. Maybe we do want it. What is the kind? What kind of? It's a human cleric. How can it be a human? Not. Have you seen a human looking like this? It should be a construct. It's built. I don't know the story very well. Llanowar Reborn, as we saw, excellent. Ozolith. Nah. I mean, Ozolith brings faster kills, which is good. I'm gonna take one Ozolith out just because drawing too many is bad, and I'm not sure if I want to take an Ozolith out. I think I prefer the Mimic than the Ozolith, and the rest of the cards are all sort of good. So let's see, I'm guessing they're gonna bring, I don't know what they take out. Probably they take out the Life Goes On, and maybe the Pack of Negation, maybe the Noxious Revival, and something else, and they keep they bring in these 2 cards. So they have some option to deal with our... Yeah. Let's see. This hand. We are on the draw. Let's remember. We maybe don't get to play this game. Who knows? They mulligan. I mean, this hand is great. But it doesn't have any interaction. And without interaction, we're just going to lose. So we just need to mulligan it. Pithing Needle, I like a lot. They mulligan to 5. We're going to keep this. We have 1 land. We have 2 lands. Ancient Stirring, Ozolith. I think we're gonna put the Springleaf Drum down. Yeah. So they're mulligan to 5. Let's say they're mulligan to 4. 2/5, they can still beat you turn 1, I think, because they can exile. They can show you, make add an extra green, exile 2, make Allosaurus Rider. So they exile 2, Allosaurus Rider. Then they have the guy that showed you, and they have Neoform. So that's 5 cards. With 5 cards, they can still beat you turn 1. With 4 cards, they can't, I think. And yeah, with 5 cards, basically they have They have to have the... I don't even know what's the name of the card. It's called Chancellor of the Tangle. Another card that's a bit stupid. Then they have Allosaurus Rider, so exile whatever and this. So what? They are not interested in playing the game? Maybe they didn't have a line. That's nice. I'm just gonna play the Pithing Needle. I'm gonna name Griselbrand. Yes. This is not super strong because they can destroy it, but okay, that's a land. We need to remember that we need to win. So that's also important. Yeah, only thing we can do is play the Ozolith and play the Llanowar Reborn. As the turn. Of course, they actually now need an extra card, an extra mana. They need 2 extra mana to deal with this. We are also going to play the Damping Sphere next turn, I would guess. Not sure. Maybe, yeah, I will try to cast the Ancient Stirring's final land and get the Damping Sphere. Yeah, we actually don't need to cast the Ancient Stirring's. So, at any time they can exile 1 card and then they can destroy it. So let's not fall into that. Yeah, maybe the Inkmoth kill is the best, but I kind of like to play it a bit safe. I'm just gonna play the Ancient Stirrings first, and then probably put the Damping Sphere down. That's a ton of nothing. Maybe on the Thicket. Play this turn. Or we want the Arcbound. I think I'm just gonna get the Arcbound Worker, yeah. Any order. Then I'm gonna play. I'm not sure if I want to play the Ballista this turn. Next turn I can play these 2 guys and get a Ballista with 2 counters. Because right now the Ballista will not be able to kill the... I think, you know, since they will not be able to kill us probably this turn, that's what I'm gonna do. Cast the Ballista. You know, normally the safest play would be to play Damping Sphere, but I'm pretty sure they cannot... Yeah, I'm not gonna move the counter. Pretty sure they cannot kill us this turn. Maybe they can, I don't know. We're learning, I guess. But this kind of slows them down enough, I think. And they don't want to go for it and then just die, have the Griselbrand take a path. Even though I don't have a way to kill it, but the fact they cannot activate the Griselbrand, I guess it takes it. They don't want to do that. Okay. Let's see what we draw. Forest. So what we can do is play Ravager and Worker. Then what happens if I sack both? And then I will have still enough outside the Llanowar, yeah. So no. I'll move it here. Can I kill him this turn? That's 2 moves here. I mean, of course I can sack here, I can sack here. That'll be 4. Move here, that's 6, and 4, 10, yes, but what about they have interaction? Let's not rush it. Also, now they can only activate it twice, the Griselbrand, right? So, and also at any time. Okay, so Serum Vision save casting. They go to 16. Do they have something that they can create? Yeah, they can exile 2 Simian Spirit Guides and cast Manamorphose. So yeah, They drew a card. Let's see what they do with this Scry. Yeah, next. Okay, they bottom and one on top. Okay. Just basically what I don't want is to be blown up, have my ballista be blown up. So as they get lower in life, they also get exile one of these, so they have more. So Phyrexia score. I haven't drawn a single white source again. That's so funny. So how do we, if we keep them, they need to pay 7 life, right? You know what? Maybe it's playing a bit too cautious, but they are completely. That's 4/7. If I move here, I'm just really, I mean, don't like that. So I'll just play Damping Sphere. So there are 9. They only have 1 of Crystal Run activation if they go for it. This is playing extremely cautious. Maybe the bear line was to go all in, but yeah, they just concede. GG, man. Draw a card. Hangarback. Yeah. So I hope you learned something. Yeah, I'm gonna peace out now. I need to go, but I'll finish the leak and I'll upload it as a 1 leak. But yeah, this matchup we learned some things, right? I mean, I don't know. In case you're not very comfortable with this matchup, Llanowar Reborn is a big help. Both games actually, and of course, the sideboard cards are all very powerful. Sometimes they can beat you turn 1, but if they do that, well, it's not really your fault. There's nothing you can do about that unless you play some sort of Force of Negation or something, which we can't. So we don't worry about that. That's basically it. Yeah, Llanowar Reborn, first game won us the game. They didn't know about this, or they thought that we didn't know about this. Second game, we just had the Pithing Needle. We went slowly about it. Maybe I could have gone much more all in, but no need to. With so much hate, and you know, they need to have something to kill the Pithing Needle, something to kill the Damping Sphere, and then on top of that, if they Gristle Brand somehow, we can sack the Ravager to the Ballista. Sack Ravager to itself, move the counters to the Ballista, and just kill them when they activate the Gristle Brand, right? So when the Crystal Run ability is on the stack. So they really had no options, and I like this idea of choking them a bit more. And you know, they get punished by playing this bad deck. I will, you know, probably at the end of this video, I will go a little bit over my new plan to deal with this. I think my sideboarding has been excessive, and I think some of the cards we are running are not exactly the best against the matchup. Maybe, yeah. Also, we were a bit unlucky with not drawing white a single game, but whatever. First game, definitely. I think having, like, basically again letting them remove my Hangarback and just growing it as much as possible gets rid of a removal spell, gets rid of some mana, and it makes more top tiers in the end. So that's what we wanted, right? And I think I was a bit too fast on sacrificing my Hangarback. And then the second game, I think things kind of went bad. We mulligan, then we didn't find a white source, and because it's kind of one of these games where you're like, nothing really worked. But yeah, gotta go. I'll finish this recording another time, and I'll upload it. Let's see if I can upload it tomorrow. I know I said I would post a video every day, but sometimes I don't have time. But tomorrow I'll upload at least 1 leak, and maybe I'll make another one so I can upload it Monday or Tuesday. Peace. Welcome back to round 3. We're playing Hardened Scales, white-green Hardened Scales, Celestia Hardened Scales. We are currently 1-1 in this league. Had to take a break in big win. Had to go have dinner. And yeah, we lost the first game pretty badly against Lurrus, black-red Lurrus value deck. And then we beat Neoform, and you should really check that game out. I think that was some cool interactions we saw in that game. I don't think that come up very often. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts in the Lurrus matchup, Lurrus Junt matchup. I think we're basically not approaching. I'm not approaching the matchup super well. And I think one of the issues is this guy, animation module. It just doesn't cut it that much against those decks anymore. You just don't have time. They're much more aggressive. They're much more lower to the ground. They're playing many more threats and they cost 2 mana, and they're playing many more Call Against Command, which is really good against Animation Module. So I think I need to rethink the strategy. I don't think Animation Module does it anymore for that matchup specifically. And maybe then it doesn't matter to have so many animation modes in our deck. We can have other things that bring us more value. So I'll think about that, and I guess I will try to give an updated list at the end of the league. But for now, let's play a match. We're 1-1, 2-0 and 0-2. I mean, very lopsided matchups. But definitely the Neoform matchup, a cool one. It's not a cool matchup. There's not a lot of interaction going on, but you know, we had some good lines to go with it. I think if I made this a bit bigger, then it will actually line up with my camera. I don't know. I don't have my second monitor yet installed. Yeah, but we go first. That's super nice. We're playing against Waldy, and they did reveal a companion on Lurrus of the Dream Den, so maybe we have a way. Oh, this hand's pretty good. So yeah, I really like this hand. I mean, I'm not thinking about it at all. So we start with 7 cards. Let's start with 7 cards. We're just gonna play this Hardened Scales out. Yeah. Basically, if we play the Springleaf Drum now, it just doesn't do it. So I'm just gonna keep it like this. Maybe next time we play actually the Hardened Scales and the Springleaf Drum, and then we set up for a very good turn 3. We're playing against what it looks like Burn. So yeah, I mean, why not? Why not do the thing, right? Why not do the second Hardened Scales? I mean, sounds pretty strong. And since they didn't play as turn 1 creature, we're not in so much trouble yet. Of course, now they could play Engineer Explosive, and we'll be very sad, but I don't think they run that. So we have a very stacked hand. Ballista can deal with. If we draw a land, we can cast 2 spells, which is super nice. There's a Seal of Fire. We don't really care about that. But yeah, if we draw a land, we can cast 2 spells. I mean, we do. So I'm just gonna cast Hangarback Walker. And it will come with 3 counters on, so this Seal of Fire is a bit sad. And then we're gonna tap the Hangarback Walker and cast a Ballista. Of course, very strong hand. We got a really extremely fast draw. A Hangarback Walker, yeah, that's a. Maybe they're gonna. Oh, we're gonna path our Hangarback. That's. I'm gonna get the Plains, so we can cast Lurrus next turn if we want to. But you see, that was a kind of nice thing of having the Springleaf Drum there, that we could actually cast 2 spells this turn, and we now have 5 mana available for next turn, so that's super nice. We could even shoot something down with a Walking Ballista and recast it with Lurrus, but you know, they have the Seal of Fire. Okay, that's Lava Dart. So I'm guessing they're gonna try to Seal of Fire us. Oh, that's fine. I guess we're against a Prowess deck if they have Lava Dart. So that's a Seal of Fire. Sadly, if they Seal of Fire, you cannot really use all the counters, because when I remove this counter, the Ballista is gonna die because it had 1 damage on it already. But I would rather they use a Seal of Fire than they don't. So they have 4 cards in hand, and this card. This card, I think it's not that great. Look, like. I would have played this first. I would have played this first before they do all of these things. Maybe they exile a Lava Dart and then they can do that. So they save, they save a Lava Dart basically. I think the way they did this card will go to waste, and this card is just gonna die next turn because I have a Lurrus. So yeah, Let's see what we draw. That's a Ravager. It's pretty strong. I think, can I kill them? Actually need one more land. No, right? I mean, yeah, maybe I can kill them, right? If I cast Ravager with these 2 cards, tap Ravager to animate Nexus, I can make a Nexus a 2/3, sacrifice, that's a 6/6 Ravager, move the counters, that will be 8. Yeah, that's a kill. So we're just gonna go for the kill. So this is how it works, right? We're gonna tap the mana we don't need for Pendelhaven to make to cast the Ravager. Then we're gonna tap the Ravager to make mana, and then we activate the Inkmoth Nexus with it. Then we're gonna pump the Nexus, sacrifice the Springleaf Drum, sacrifice the Ravager to itself, and move the counters over here. That would be 10-10. So yeah, easy game. Okay, when you draw level scales, these games are sometimes pretty easy. It happens. Oh, we have this crappy view. We're gonna get the nice viewing experience view. I hope this is better. Guys, so we're playing against this Prowess red deck. Played a million times against, it seems. Path to Exile I really love in this matchup. Deals with Lurrus, deals with these Prowess creatures, really strong. What else was I bringing in? I don't think I was bringing in too many things. Maybe the Tormod. I was bringing the Tormod Crypt. He was also really good against Lava Dart, forcing them to either sacrifice a mountain where they don't want to, or just lose access to it. In cards that are a bit bad, yeah, I think Animation Model just doesn't cut it in this matchup. And what did I cut last time? I think I could see myself cutting 1 Throne of Geth, just because we sometimes are low on resources in this matchup. They will have a lot of ways to deal with our creatures, and then Throne of Geth doesn't shine in those situations. Throne of Geth shines more when you have excess artifacts to kind of sacrifice to it. But 1 is still good. It can prevent some Path to Exile if we don't want a creature to be exiled and stuff like this. And so yeah, I like the rest of the deck. 4 paths, 2 Tormod Crypt. I think the rest of the deck is really sweet. And we saw the power of Springleaf Drum in this matchup, in this game specifically, so that was pretty nice. So let's see, now we're on the draw. We're not, you know, it's a bit harder on the draw, this matchup. Like almost every matchup, I guess, because we are a proactive deck. So when we're on the draw, we're not so happy. Yeah. So yeah, that's the scales, that's the Hangarback. I mean, this hand is great. I mean, as long as we keep drawing scales, I think we are in good shape. Did they keep? Yes, they kept. So let me know if you would like to have this log on. I think it's good to know just what they're up to, right? Okay, Seal of Fire to start. This card, you know, it's good, but also it's kind of like sometimes a bit like, okay, not that great, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like you could have a better card than Seal of Fire. So we play the scales. I mean, I'm guessing like the Lurrus just makes it worthwhile, but I don't know. Yeah, we're playing Lurrus, of course, of the Dream then. Hasn't been played so much this league yet, but it's just there. So this just deal 2 damage to us. So this was basically a shock. They light up the stage. I'm guessing they're looking for a... When they do this, I'm pretty sure they're looking for a land. Oh, they had a land, so maybe they will just Lava Dart our face now. They can play this next turn. They can play both cards next turn. Okay, that's second Hardened Scales. How do I feel about playing a Worker here? I think I do like the man, drawing so many scales is so nice. I'll play the second Scales. I'm gonna get a Worker down. Next turn we can play Ancient Stirrings and Hangarback Walker. And yeah, I'm in pretty good shape. So of course, yeah, they can Lava Dart us. No, they can Bolt it. Okay, I'm kind of fine with the Bolt hitting a Worker. Worker is not our best creature in this matchup, and yeah, so they played this card, this creature. So the top card is another Seal of Fire. They have they do have them haunted, so they can actually play the Seal of Fire. Yeah, but this doesn't have haste, so we are fine actually. So Dalvalard is exiled for good. Okay, given the situation, I'm just gonna play the Hangarback for X equals 1. That will make it 3 counters as protected from the Seal of Fire. I'll play the Worker. Next turn, play the Ravager and the Ancient Stirrings. Sounds pretty strong. If we draw a line, we can even get back the Worker with Lurrus, and then I think we'll have a commanding position in the game. Let's see this turn. This turn is kind of key for our opponent. If they have a land, I mean, so the Seal of Fire us, okay, that's not the biggest deal. Again, it's a 1 mana shock. I mean, so yeah, they light up the stage again. I think I'll gladly block with the Worker and put the counters over the Hangarback, because unless they have Path to Exile. Okay, that's a Mishra's Bubble on the line. I think that's a pretty good light of the stage they got. Yeah. So they can bubble themselves. See if they like the top card. Yeah, they're doing that. Now we can see if they like the top card or not. If they fetch, we know they didn't like it. So that's a 2 mana. What are they playing for 2 red mana? Another Aebot guy. So they did like the card, so they will exile it. I'm guessing it's a 1 mana card, like a bolt. No, not a Mishra's Bubble. Okay. Sure, they get a lot of value, that's for sure. I will yield a lot against this. Yeah. I can turn it off later if needed. Ballista would be our best draw for sure. They can kill these guys fairly easily. So they're bubbling themselves again. See if they want to pop this. I think I will gladly block with the Worker, save myself like 5 points of damage, and put all the counters in here, make an 8-8. Oh, they're not even attacking, man. That's sad. That's sad when you're a Prowess deck and not attacking. So yeah, they are drawing cards. I'm guessing they will find a vault with all these cards. I mean, they didn't pop it, so I'm guessing that's one of the cards they're looking. Oh, that's silly. Yeah, I'm just gonna start with Ancient Stirrings. See what we find. Oh, it's Ballista, Springleaf Drum, Llanowar Reborn. Yeah, I think Ballista is the card we want. Any order. Just gonna play the Ballista for X equals. Just gonna shoot them. Actually, they cast something in response, I can shoot them again. So now they have no mana available, I can shoot the other guy. I cannot cast anything right now because they will with foot heals, and I could shoot this again, but I'm just gonna wait for them to cast something. Of course, with 4 mana on the battlefield, so that's a. I want them to shock. So if they cast anything to prevent to trigger the Prowess, I will shoot it again. So then they wasted their spell, and they also took 2 damage. And probably I'm gonna attack with Hangarback and leave the Arcbound Worker behind, so we can. Yeah. So that's it's Path to Exile on this . Oh, I had 3. Oh my god. See, that was so silly. Anyway, we are gonna look for a land. Okay, that was bad. I should not have to yield to that before, of course. Damn it, I said I could turn it off and I didn't. So, you know what? I'm not sure I could attack, put the counters here, but I would rather block. So, yeah, that was, of course, a punt. But yeah, maybe I got rewarded. If the Ballista survives next turn, I can make it pretty weak. But yeah, they can cast Lurrus. Okay. Why am I still yielding to this? I don't understand. Yeah, I should turn off auto yields. That was super bad. So I have 3 mana. Maybe they cast the Lurrus. No, it's a path. Okay. I actually don't have more basics, which really sucks. But we found all our basics, so yeah, this game I think we got it enough on us to kind of lose it if we do lose it. Yeah, we can cast the. That's gonna attack for 5. Lava Dart us for 9. They can stack 2 mountains, get 2 more triggers. That's 8. Yeah, I'm dead. Damn it! Talk about playing badly. I got a bit overconfident, honestly. So they can exile the other Lava Dart, yeah. Well, that's bad play. That's bad play. Sorry for that, guys. I was, yeah. Sorry for that. I would suck if I lose this game because I feel I could have 100%. If I didn't yield into that, I didn't get lazy. I could have totally killed that Evot guy, and yeah, then it could have been much better. Or even if I just decided to use the second pink on the Ballista, I also could have killed it. Yeah, I don't know. I was pretty bad. Let's move on. Sometimes we make mistakes, and that's okay. So I'll start. I'll have Lurrus. I was just, sometimes silly amount of damage the Prowess creatures can do, right? But it was mostly me. That was 100% on me this game. I'm gonna keep this. We have Ozolith, Springleaf Drum. I mean, really a lot of good stuff. Let's go to play turn 1. Probably gonna start with the doesn't remember. I'm gonna start with the Ozolith. Sometimes you make mistakes. So that's a bubble. That shows me they don't have a sweep spear, right? Because if not, why would they? They probably have a fetch land and a no fetch land. That's why they're doing this. Why do they have 2 hearts? And it's not a heart. This is a fetch area. So they have 2 companions. So they also have a fetch land. What? Why would you do this? That doesn't make sense, but whatever. We take it, I guess. Take 1 damage. They draw a card. That's a Llanowar Reborn. Yeah, problem is they can kill whatever we play, and we can't really kill a Swift Spear. We could also be patient, play Llanowar Reborn, tap, play Springleaf Drum, and next turn we can actually do something. Man, this hand is not as good as the other hands we have had. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Springleaf. I'm gonna take it a bit slow. I don't love it, but I just don't want to play my Ballista and get it and die to a ball for no value. So now we have 2 counters, 1 counter, 2 counters, yeah. Let's see what they do. Yeah. So they did have a fetch land as predicted, and they are shocking. Soulscar Mage. No, I'm not gonna move the counters. Spike us, then we'll go down to 6. Okay. Yeah. No. Take 3 damage, go down to 13, 14 actually. Yeah. Okay, that's a worker. Have 4 mana available. We can play both the Walking Ballista and the Ravager. Sack the Ravager to it. So we play Ballista and Ravager. Then we can 4 cards in hand. Then we can put 2 counters on the Ballista. Sack the Ravager to itself, and the counters has 3 counters, 4, and then shoot everything. Ugh. That doesn't sound too appealing, honestly. Is there a way? Actually, I could cast. Yeah, I'm gonna cast the Worker and then cast the Ballista for X equals 2. Right? Can I do that? No, I can't. Yeah, it will be. No. Springleaf Drum, not Mox Opal confirmed. Could also cast for X equals 1, 2. Maybe that's just the play. Just kill the Swift Spear, put the Worker in blocking duty, then it gets bolted, and then we kill the Soulscar Mage next turn. Yeah. Yeah, it's an important turn actually. The line of sacking the Ravager and killing everything is maybe not so bad. Right, because I have 2 counters. Actually, I could sack the Springleaf Drum, and then I still keep the Ballista. And then the turn after we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lands. So I don't like sacking the Springleaf Drum. Actually, I could just move the counter onto the Ravager. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay, I like that. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. Cast the Ravager. I like this line. So I'm gonna move the counter of the graph to the Ravager. Yes. Then I'm gonna tap the Ravager. Cast the Walking Ballista. And then I will sack the Ravager to itself, right? And then, yeah, that means I will kill both. So, move here, yield, always yes, always yield. Okay. Then we're gonna move to combat, move the counters to the Ballista. Yes, and then from here we shoot down both of these guys. Next turn we have a Lurrus plus Ravager combination, which is super nice. Okay, that was the line. That was the line, probably the best one. We still have a Ballista in play. They of course can kill it, they can path it, they can do whatever, but white, red, and okay, that's a straight artifact. Okay, we can bring this back with, then I guess they can path the Ballista if they want to. We can bring this back with Lurrus. Let's see what we draw. Throne of Geth. I'm guessing this is something they wanna aim at the. I'm actually thinking of just getting back the. I mean, actually, the Ravager is so much better than the Ozolith. Okay, I'll start by attacking. Get a point of damage in there. Actually, you know what? I could just play the Worker and play the Throne of Geth. And then, yeah. Yeah, I'll play the Throne of Geth and the Worker. So play first the Throne of Geth, then play the Worker. And then I can always sack the Worker and move the counters over here. Yeah. And then I can play. I want to play Lurrus when they have played their own Lurrus, maybe next turn. So then it cannot die. Yeah, so play the Worker. If they react now to it and they bolt it, or the path, that's okay. Yeah, now we are protected against Lavadar with the Pendelhaven, which is super nice. Let's see what they do. It's a land, so we have 3 cards. Red. Okay. Sure. They exile the top card. That's a land. They cannot play it. Why would you play this first? So I have 2 cards left in hand. Passing the turn. The Tormod Crypt. Not super useful right now, but if they play so now I think the line is to get Lurrus into play. They have only 2 cards in hand, and then we can start doing like forcing. I think, you know, even I'm gonna just get back the Ozolith, honestly. Not sure. Should I get back the Ozolith or should I get back the Arcbound Ravager? Not sure. I think I'm gonna get back the Ozolith so I still can hold up the Pendelhaven. So now opponent has priority. Let's see what they do with it. They path the Lurrus. So what I can do in response is sacrifice the Springleaf Drum, proliferate here, sit down, shoot. Yes, get myself, doesn't really matter, path, so we have more options to cast we have the Ozolith now with us. I'm gonna attack it. We have an answer to their Lurrus with the Tormod script. Okay, I was just seeing that there, I guess. Cast and pass the turn. So basically they cast Lurrus, we have the Tormod script to exile the graveyard, and then they get no value. Cast Lurrus, exile the graveyard. Maybe they have something they want to cast from there, but that's okay. Seal of Fire, that's a land, so they have one card left in hand. Now the problem could be that if we sack the worker, no, I'm not gonna play this worker yet. I want to kill the Lurrus, right? So I'm gonna play the worker so I can proliferate onto it too. I have one card in hand, made a blank. I sacrifice this worker, move the counters over the ballista. Yes. Proliferate. Everything gets proliferated. Done. Shoot. Shoot. I will attack. Move the counters over the ballista again. In response, okay, they concede. Okay, we played pretty bad. Game 2, I mean, I lived through that game with my lose plays, but this game I think we have a good matchup against this deck. Even though this hand was not so powerful, you could see how, our pieces really interact well with theirs. And prioritizing killing their prowess creatures is really like the key of this matchup. That's why we're bringing the Path to Exile, and that's why I prioritize so much killing the Swiss Spear, killing the Soul Scrummage, because they really need those creatures to deal damage to. We're still at 14, and they had actually even connected ones with the Swiss Spear. So that's good. 2-1. Should have been a 2-0, but sometimes you misplay slightly. Yeah. I think this matchup is looking pretty good. I don't think we need any more cards on the sideboard for that. Yeah, it feels like we always play against the same things. I don't know if that's why people are complaining so much about this current modern format. Because, yeah, there's a lot of lures going on. Leyline of the Boys, this is a known guy. So, Yorion, so we're playing against some kind of Yorion. I saw this guy in the deck dump. Guy or girl, I don't know. But since he's the Leyline of the Boys, he's playing this abomination of a deck. So, it's like Jeskai, Stoneford, Yorion, I mean. Whatever, I think we're gonna keep this hand, start with Ancient Steerings, had to find an Ozolith or something and get to grinding. But yeah, this is a powerful deck they're playing. Yorion, I think it's the most silly of the companions because it doesn't really have a restriction and it's extremely powerful what it does. Like it does allow for some crazy things. I don't like having both my basics when I am playing against probably Path to Exile. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do with my mana, so I'll just rather Ancient Steerings. I don't know why. I mean, I guess this is an easy to remember deck. I mean, name. That's why I remember it. We could get a land, we could get a Ballista, we could get a Ravager. I think I'm just gonna get... Do they play something that we want to kill? They play Uro, and Uro's such a silly card. Okay, I'll stop complaining. I'm gonna get the Ballista. Any order. We go. Just because the fastest skill, I mean, they have some ways of dealing with it. I mean, they have a lot of removal, but they also have 80 cards, right? So, and they're moving on to 5. So, that's a Hardened Scales. I'm gonna play the Hardened Scales. Maybe they counter it with Force of Negation, but they don't. And just gonna get this so we can have Path to Exile up. I don't think they will necessarily play anything, but let's see. They do play Path to Exile, but they also play Lightning Bolt, so yeah. So that's the Triumph. We kind of see what it taps for, but it's the more land. So yeah. And the other guy plays a lot of MTGO and it's like, doesn't really use any turns whatsoever. That's a Renan 6. Yeah. Getting the value. Okay, it's an Inkmoth Nexus. I like it. I'm not sure if I just want to play this and try to go for a kill next turn. I mean, they have a lot of removal. Yeah, next turn, let's count it, right? If I can play a Ravager, it is not a kill, right? Because this will have 2 counters on it. That's 6 counters total, and it is actually a kill. Yeah, I could go for a kill next turn, and I'm going to. Yeah, because this will... Basically, this will tap out. This generates 6 counters, this will have 2, and then when you move it to the emote, that's 8. So, maybe they play an Uro, they tap out, and then we go for a kill. It looks like it, maybe they are playing the Uro. Uro... But of course they will not really tap out, so they can have Path to Exile and Bolt still. No. Yeah, they got land back. Yeah. Okay, what about if we play both Ravager and Ballista? I could go for it. There's only Lightning Bolt and Path. I mean... yeah. It's not only Lightning Bolt and Path that I'm afraid of. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Play the Ravager. Play Ballista. How's the skilling situation right now? So we have 8 counters, so we can put 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. I'm thinking I'm just gonna attack the Renan 6. Okay, they do have a... They have interaction, I guess. Or they just... Okay. Can't really kill them right now, right? No, because this will be 4, 6, this is 8, 10, 12. Oh, that ran 6. We're kind of face up at this time, so let's see what they decide to do. Play green. Out comes Astrolabe. Okay, I'm just gonna put as much pressure as I can against them, I guess. This does for blue as well. Get around. They could have played the line, they just would have. Okay, that's the second Hardened Scales. I'm gonna play it. This actually puts a lot of pressure in them because anytime they tap out, I can just kill them. I'm gonna tag with only. So wait. I'll attack 1 and 6. Maybe have a Iceland Coddle. No. I am going to put counters on the Hangarback. Yeah, at any time they tap out, I can kill them now, which is nice. Nice position to be in. We have Path to Exile backup. We have Lurrus backup. So maybe have another 1 and 6. Okay, there's another Astrolabe. I'm guessing they just drew it, right? Because they didn't really do anything with their mana last turn. The thing is that I need to do anything silly. Just gonna go to combat. Maybe they... No, they don't. I'm just gonna attack with everything. Settle Wreckage. Okay. They go down to... No, I'm gonna tap here. That's the second Walking Ballista. It's possible that we should just go for it, but I don't think it's needed. We have a secondary sack outlet in the Phyrexia score. So, yeah. They're at 8. They can cast Uro if they have another they do have another fetchland. They actually have yet another fetchland. So they can cast Uro, but then we can path it. Yeah. So if they cast Uro, that's fine. I'm gonna sure they gain 3 life. Put a land in play. And then in my end phase, I'm just gonna path it. And if they cryptic us, so we have 5, 7, 9. So we have lethal on board. If they cryptic tap us, we're gonna sack the board to ballistas and kill them. So that's the plan. I think that's their kind of only out. That's So I'm just gonna sack the Springleaf Drum to this. No rush. It's hard to put it somewhere that I can. There's an Instrument Champ in control of target. Yeah, so they're dead. Alright, they just concede. Super. Yeah, so I think that's how going for a silly lane earlier on that could have been punished and it would have not been fun. Let's see what they're running. I'm pretty sure they're running the same list. So Yorion. So my main thing is, should I bring in the Torpor Orb or not? Iceland Coddle, Stoneforge Mystic, and Stamagaster Mage all get hosted by Torpor Orb, but Uro becomes a 3 mana 6/6. So a bit sketchy there. They have the sword. I don't know, not sure if they are playing the swords. Engineer explosives. I'm guessing they're playing the wear and tear. They will bring in the engineer explosives and the wear and tear, and timely reinforcements. Maybe, but I don't think that card is super good against us. And then maybe cut the Teferis. They do play a good amount of counter spells, but not a silly amount of counter spells. So cards I would like to bring in is the Veils of Summer. I'm not even sure the Seal of Primordium is that great. No. Oops, sorry. Nature's Claims. Tormod Crypts. Yeah, that's a lot of cards to bring in. As I said, maybe the animation model just doesn't have room in this deck. Maybe we should just have a more focus on going fast with Springleaf Drum. So what to cut? Cards that I don't feel are great in like super grindy matchups is Metallic Mimic. Just Metallic Mimic, if you have you name construct and then they path it when the construct is on the stack, then both the construct will enter the battlefield as an X equals 0, and that will be sad, basically. Path to Exile. I mean, they're playing Stoneforge, so maybe when I leave 2 paths to Exiles. Okay, I guess I'm gonna cut the Springleaf Drums. What are the claims? Are the claims unnecessary? They don't have Stony Silence or anything like that, so I'm gonna cut the claims I don't like so much. I'm gonna actually cut one animation module. Yeah, let's try like this. Maybe on the play I will put in the 3rd animation module, and so yeah, on the play I'm just gonna I will bring the 3rd animation module in, and have only 1 path to Exile, because on the play I would rather cast my threats, whereas on the draw I'll hang the path to Exile for the Stoneforge Mystic. Seems pretty important. Of course I only have 2. Man, I drew both in my hand, so this hand is good. It just misses lands, but I'm not gonna mulligan it because we have hopefully our best card in the matchup, and we even have path to Exile, so I'm just gonna hold it on like that. Pass the turn. We're gonna have turn 1 animation module. Maybe it gets countered by Force Annihilation or something. I don't even know if they keep Force Annihilation in, and I don't think they play any 1 mana counter spell. No, not at all. So they did not Force of Negate it. Maybe have Renan 6. Shocks, not shocks. Steam Bands. They do shock. So maybe that's a Renan 6. Or a Stoneforge Mystic. If it's a Stoneforge Mystic, I'm gonna path it. That looks like a Stoneforge Mystic. Super! So that was nice to keep 2 of the Path to Exiles in. Sadly, we will not get to... So that's a Battle Skull. We don't want that to hit the battlefield too early. Yeah, I'm just gonna... actually gonna path it on their... No, if I path it on their upkeep, they can put the Battle Skull in place, so I'm just gonna path it now. It's a bit sad because they get the extra mana, but whatever. We really don't want him to put a Battle Skull in play too early, and then the pressure is a bit much. We also don't want to give them a mana, but sometimes. So I'm just gonna play this. I'll always yield to the animation models I've always been doing. Not say no if we don't have more mana. Lands seem to be the limiting factor this game. If we keep drawing lands, I think we can be in good shape. If we don't, then we could be in bad shape. Out comes Astrolabe. Draw a card. I have nothing to do, I'm just gonna F6. 7 cards in hand. Okay, that's a Ravager. Man, this I don't really like just casting a Ballista and getting it. I don't think they have mana leak, but maybe just... I think I'm just gonna... Actually, since I have so many, I'm just gonna cast a Ballista. Nah, you know what? That doesn't make sense. So... just gonna cast the Ozolith. They didn't use Alandra last turn, but we also did. No, they didn't. It was turn 3. No, they did, because we pathed them, so... so they have a handful of threats. So we're kind of in a similar situation. Whoever starts drawing lands first, they kind of will have okay. That's bad that they found a second. Always no. Okay. Second Stormforge Mystic. They just drew this, of course they could have played last turn. So, bit bad. They did find sort of Feast and Famine. We can still find a path, but yeah, this game's not looking so good. They have to discard a card, which is kind of silly. They discard, well, they have everything. So that's Hardened Scales. Man, you know what? I think I'm just gonna shoot the Stormforge Mystic with... I don't love doing this. But I'll move the counters and shoot the Stormforge Mystic with the Walking Ballista. Just, I don't want, yeah, the order doesn't matter. No. Okay. If they don't react to this, so yeah, they will. So they're smart. Yeah, at least we get the counters on the Ozolith. Do we pass the turn? No. Yeah, we really need to start owning some lands or we're not gonna win this game. I mean, they're gonna put Batterskull next. That's pretty bad. Okay, Ryan 6. Okay, we'll get a land back. Yeah, with the Ryan 6, this is a super good top deck by them. They have infinite lands now, and I think the game is gonna look a bit down. We can still win by, yeah, by just putting. If we draw lands now, please. Oh my god, they could have been on one turn earlier. It would have been awesome. I think I just have to play the Hardened Scales and aim for a later kill. I think my plan for this game is to hope that they tap out. So if I draw a land, get a Ballista down, get a Ravager down, sack everything to my Ravager, and then I could actually play that Tormod Crypt, and then just yeah, they're gonna get the Batterskull. That's gonna be 4 life every game, every turn, so that's not super nice. Yeah, that's my plan. Try to get a big Ballista and just shoot them to death. But with 4 mana available, 5 mana now, they can play the Sword, Feast and Famine, make us discard a card. Maybe we'll even cycle this Veil of Summer, see if we can find a damn land. They don't? Okay, so they want to keep mana open. I think I have path. I don't. See how bad sometimes Veil of Summer is in these matchups. Okay. They didn't even cast a blue spell this turn, so... Man, I'm not able to... Just gonna cast the Ballista. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to draw lands this game, so... I'm just gonna... I mean, they have Cryptic, they have... I mean, basically, they were missing lands, right? So, all their hand is gas. Next turn, they could probably Yorion us. Here, okay. You know what? I'm just gonna concede this game. I don't think we can win. We're just too far behind. This will die. I mean, yeah. I would rather have a lot of time for last game if it comes to that. Seems the path to Exile is really strong. I mean, they do play some fetch we want to kill. Again, the animation module showing its true colors, I think. So I'm just gonna cut it down to 1 and rely on the rest of my deck to carry me. The Pithing Needle is for both the Stormforge Mystic and for the Engineer Explosives. Let's see what hand we get here. One lander with Ancient Steerings. I mean, Ancient Steerings should find another land. Yeah, I'll keep it. We have double Ravager. So, I mean, of course I'm keeping low hand lands, but mulliganing probably would not make this hand better. And I'm gonna just get the Inkmoth Nexus, any order, pass the turn. Yorion. Astrolabe. Right. Yep. Easy cantrip. Oh, it's a Hardened Scales. So now you have a choice between playing Hardened Scales or playing Ancient Stirrings. Since they're not gonna have 2 mana next turn to counter, I mean, they have no counters in 2 mana. I think I'd rather keep on finding lands. Actually, I can play the Scales if I get this. Yeah, that's super nice. I'll play the Scales. Have Inkmoth Nexus next turn. Maybe I will even run the Throne of Geth. That's a shock. Okay, so they can have both path and second Scales. I'm not gonna cast a spell that they can path. So I'm not gonna cast any of my creatures. I'm just gonna cast a second Scales. They do play Wear and Tear. Maybe I should be worried about that, but they need 3 mana for that, so... If we draw land next turn, we are in fairly good shape, I think. I just didn't want to leave them an opening to use the path. Red, green... Ah, that's a nice one, Coddle. Sure. And that's the thing with this card, right? It's a perfect card for a control deck. It just draws you cards, it's... So strong. Let's see. I'm guessing they have Ura coming up. No, nothing. Yeah, they do have some interaction for sure. But they don't have triple green, triple blue, so they cannot have Mage's Charm me. Okay. Let's see what we draw. It's another Inkmoth. Should I play the Ravager? I can even play the Hangarback for 4. I'm just gonna play the Hangarback first. Basically, I can always sacrifice it to the Throne of Geth. Wear and Tear. This guy is really strong. So I'll sacrifice the Throne of Geth to itself. Why? I don't care. I just want to do it. Done. I have nothing to proliferate. This doesn't whiff, sadly. Play Ravager. Pass the turn. They have a little blue. Well, they have Arcbound Ravager, so 7 cards in hand. If we draw green source, we can get back the Hardened Scales. If they tap out for some silly reason, can we go for kill? 4, 6. So let's say they tap out for, I mean, I don't know how, but they tap out. We can make 2 Topters here. Cast the Ravager. That's a 2/2. Sack, 6, 8. That's 4. Then we sack whatever, that's 6. So I'm just trying to think if we can attack with 2 Topters and whatever they block, I move the counters to the other guy. So it looks like they're fetching. Hallowed Fountain, maybe they have a Supreme Verdict. Path. That already happened. I'm just gonna sack it. Yes, and probably they have probably something to deal with the Hangarback as well, like a Bolt or Lightning Helix. Yeah. I think that plays better than trying to get the land. That'd be awesome to draw land actually. It's not exactly the line I was looking for. Yeah, as long as you cannot really get anything back with the Ravager, with a Lurrus. Alright. This all costs 1. I'm just gonna attack with both Doctors. Okay. No? Yes. Okay, they don't block. I'm gonna cast the Ravager. And I'm gonna move the counter, so they actually kind of kill it with a lightning bolt. And I will not put the counters on email. I'll put it on probably on a top tier. Did you play Snapcaster Mage? Yeah. Play all the 2-for-1s. So they can Yorion us here. Draw 2 cards. But I guess if they Yorion us, they just die. So, because I can get back, so I can get back, I cast Lurrus, get back Hangarback Walker. No, they don't Yorion. Okay. Yes, they have some interaction. It's funny that they actually shock and then they decide not to do anything. Okay, that's a nice draw. Of course, they can counter our Lurrus. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna attack with the Doctors. See what they do in response. Nothing. Of course, this looks like a lot of open mana to be casting Lurrus into, so I'm just gonna cast the Ozolith. Give them something else to think about. I'm not gonna cast Lurrus into all this open mana. Maybe they're baiting me. Snapcaster Mage. Okay, that's wear and tear. I wish I had Tormod Crypt in my hand. Let's see what they do. Yeah, I was not playing around this. I was playing around some counter spell. So only destroy target artifact and they have a path. So I guess they can path whatever I put the counters on. So I'm just gonna slide the Ravager to itself. Yes. Move the counters to one of the top tiers. I'm not going to risk losing a land. They do have a path for sure. That's why they keep this like this. Good thing is if they path this, the counters go back to the Ozolith. So, and they only play one wear and tear, which they found both games playing empty cards. Okay. So let's see. Oh, engineered explosives. Of course. Yeah. 3 cards? 3 mana? You don't need 3 mana, you only need 2. Uro? They will kill their... Okay. Okay, Tormod Crypts, good draw. Thinking I'm just gonna get back a Ravager. Just gonna exile the graveyard. Do I get back a Ravager? Do I get back Hardened Scales? Do I get back an Ozolith? I think the Ozolith is probably like the most strong card because we have this here. So I'm just gonna get back an Ozolith, I think. Attack. I guess then they will block with the Icefen Coddle, the Disruptor. Yeah, but the Ozolith will get the counters, so it's not a big loss. They don't have 3? Oh lord, that's good. So I'm gonna exile their graveyard now before they can cast Uro. And let's see. If we get to untap with Lurrus, we should be in good shape. Yeah, maybe they catch Yorion, but Yorion doesn't really... Oh, a Supreme Verdict. Okay. They also play only one. Just saying. And 2 Breeding Pools. Okay, that's a Pendelhaven. Okay, I'm gonna move the counters to one of the Inkmoths. I should move it to the other one. Yes. So they gone down to infect. So they meet. Astrolabe. Okay, so yeah, it was kind of a good thing to do the Ozolith. Maybe Hangarback would have also done it, but Uro, I guess. Play a land. I guess they are. I don't know. Uro. Draw. Tense game. Wait up with both. We put Pendelhaven here. Do they have the path or the bolt? Yes! Yes! I'm so happy. Oof! These matchups are always super hard, man. Look at how many 2-for-1s they got, like, constantly. But yeah, Ozolith, getting back this Ozolith was the best decision we made, basically in our lives. Yeah, that was fun. That Tormod Crypt was really key. I think I played this one pretty well. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll try to cut these breaks so you don't have to enjoy my emptiness, and I'll be right back. We are back. I just needed some water after this game. Yeah, that was fun. That was not an easy matchup. Yeah, Engineered Explosives, man. That card just wrecks it so much. And for me, it's silly that they play 2 in an 80 card deck. I know they have a lot of card draw, but still, it's an 80 card deck, and it seems they always have it. The same with the Wear and Tear we played against both sideboard games. So they have one. They have 80 cards. I mean, this seems quite silly to me. Yeah, Yorion, it's the one companion that doesn't really have a restriction. It just tells you put more good cards in your deck. And I don't know, this is not the goodest star. Like, I don't think you just want people to have 80 card decks that are all good cards, because eventually, in standard it's been dominating because Yorion itself is so good. If Yorion was a 4/5 flyer, no abilities. Okay, it's a cost, let's say, but Yorion being a 4/5 flyer that blinks everything that you own in a world where everything just has value when it comes into play. Oh, that's a beautiful hand. We're just missing. I'm just missing something. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. Damn it! We have the best hand ever, but we have no lands. I guess it's correlated somehow. I'll keep this. 3 ballistas. I think I can just put 1 ballista back, right? And we're gonna put the odd looking one. I need to get rid of these ones. I don't like them. I like the other design better. They did not reveal a companion, so we could be against Titan. Or against Scapeshift. Search for tomorrow. There you go. Called it. So we're against Scapeshift. We just need to kill them fast before they kill us. Okay, that's a good way to start killing them fast. Many options. I think I'll roll Ancient Stillings for land, and then Springleaf Drum the turn after with Hardened Scales. Yeah, that's the best. And Ravager could be super nice. Inkmoth could be super nice. I'm thinking we're just gonna get the Inkmoth. Any order. They have a fast draw because I have Search for Tomorrow, but we just need to try to go fast. Yes. So I don't know if you ever played against this deck. Probably you have. So you have to try to get to 7 lands and then they kill us. But the good thing is we have no damage, no pain in our lands. So we are a bit we're good against that. Path to Exile is good also against Titan, so super nice. So we're just going to play the Springleaf Drum, play Hardened Scales, pass the turn. Really nice to draw a land next turn, so we can also play the Throne of Geth. Yeah, now they will have 4 lands. I will totally path a Dryad, I think. So it's a Scapeshift because they're only looking for mountains, as you can see. 6 cards in hand, Demon. I think I played, I know this guy. Actually, I know this guy from the Facebook group of Valakuta. I love Valakuta. It's when Scales kind of took a beating and became a sad deck. How are you playing, man? Blobberate Elf, wow. That's powerful, I guess. I guess you find Explorer. They did not find a land. Well, they can play a land anytime. Actually, they couldn't play a land right there. So, second Balakut. Yeah, powerful stuff. This is becoming more popular, the Blood Burial version, I think. Just because it allows you to deal with Ashok. No lands. I'm just gonna play a Ballista. I'll try to kill them next turn if they tap out. I have the path to deal with Titans or Dryads. If they play a Dryad, I will path it immediately after they play a land and triggers. So let's probably playing a Titan. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 mountains. Okay, you need green. You need green for Titan. There you go. So they have 1, 2, 3 mountains. If they look for 2 more mountains, that's not enough to trigger Valakut. So these 4 Lactose saves our lives. And so I think I would like to path the Titan, right? I guess they can get a Valakut trigger if I do. I can look for 2 Mandible to get 2 Valakut triggers. I don't love that, but if they look first for 2 mountains, then. So is there a difference? I mean, we have a lot of time. Let's think about this. So if they resolve the Titan, then look for 2 mountains, let's say. Then there's 5 mountains total. And then when I path the Titan, they get 2 triggers. They get 2 triggers on the Valakut. If I don't path the Titan, if I path the Titan first, then the 2 lands. So I would rather it resolves first and then path it. So they only gets 2 triggers. Because if I path it first and then looks for 2 mountains, it gets 4 triggers, right? So that's not so good. So let's leave the Titan resolve. Then it will be 5 mountains. And then from there, and maybe it doesn't look for a mountain. That's the thing. Sometimes it maybe looks for Field of the Dead. I don't think so, but yeah, if we path it now, then it can get 4 triggers of the Valakut, and we don't want that. So we want him to only get. I think it's a guy. I know this guy is a guy, so I'm gonna call him him. Yeah, that's the way. That's the way to go. If he looks for the Field of the Dead, then the perfect time to path the Titan, and then we don't have to deal with it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mountains. I guess they attack. So now we need to think. So if we path the Titan, we for sure lose to. Of course, we lose to Scapeshift. We will lose our Ballista. That will put them to 13. So let's think. So if I draw 1 more land, which would be the dream. Play a Ravager, sack here, 4 counters. Maybe if I get another line, I can sack here 6 counters, move 8. Path the Titan, shoot twice. That's not enough. Yeah, definitely don't want to path the Titan now. Oh, good draw. Okay, second Hardened Scales. Does it change anything? So if we play, we only have access to 3 mana. So we play the Scales and we play the Ravager. Then we sack here. That's 6 counters. Sack the Sarger to itself. 6, move 8 counters. So it's a 10-10. Then we can shoot this down and attack, and if they don't block, they die. Okay, that's my play. Is there a way to? No, I cannot get Ravager down. No. Let's do that. Oh yeah, there's 1 less line. Oh. Well. Yeah, actually that's the only way to do that anyway. Hardened Scales. I don't think there's a better line. So I'm just gonna shoot the Lobreeda for 2. Attack. They block. Super. I'm guessing they have Scapeshift, but you know, they have to have it. I don't think there was a better line. They had a super powerful draw. So they have Scapeshift with that. I have another Titan. Dryad, that's powerful. Targeting. I think I should Dryad down. Does it do something if I shoot the Dryad down? Yeah. I lose the Ballista, but if they have a forest, for example, it doesn't trigger and they cannot play any more lands. So yeah, I mean, of course they can still have another Dryad or Scapeshift, but may not do a day off. And I was tapping their mana and they only play 2 colors. Double green, escape shift. But yeah, let's let them do it. I mean, I was super dead anyway. If I had pathed it, they kill the Ballista and I'm also dead. So, and even if I play, yeah, I'm just dead. Yeah, this is hard. So I guess they're just gonna find some mountains and kill me. Sometimes I will mess it up. I always let it resolve. Like, show me the mountains, you know. They will mess it up from time to time. I've messed it up from time to time, and then you want to be. Well, it's 6 triggers. It's not really about that. Yeah, GG. So, Balakut. Canonist is good. Claim is good against Dryad. I'm not sure really what they're playing nowadays. It's Balakut decks. I mean, they're fun, they're just a bit boring in my opinion. Like, fun in the sense of they're fun as in you just get to kill their opponent. I mean, Torpor Orb, it's good against Titan. Pithing Needle doesn't do anything, Animation Wall doesn't do anything, Crypt doesn't do anything. Oh, Pithing Needle can name Sakura Tribe Elder. We're gonna bring that in. Maybe the path, the rest just not that great. I think the animation models are absolutely a no-no. What about the Ethersworn Canonist? When you play this, does it really stop? They stop the, yeah, it stops the Summoner's Pact, it stops, they kind of ram and Scapeshift at the same time. Throne of Geth, I think, is a bit too slow. Yeah, Path can deal with the Titan, but as we saw against Balakut, is not so strong. I think we don't need maybe the 4 paths. We have the Nature's Claim. Nature's Claims only really kill the Dryad. So maybe I'm not. I mean, maybe we don't need the Nature's Claims at all. What about the Torpor Orb? I mean, we haven't used this Torpor Orb in the whole league. Maybe. I mean, it's a leak. Maybe this is the. Yeah, maybe this is the matchup. Stops Titan. What else does it stop? Like, what does Scapeshift play nowadays? Yeah, I don't think it stops that many things other than Titan. But I mean, it's powerful to stop the Titan. So you're just missing. Maybe I'm just gonna take out the others' Nature's Claims. Yeah, I'm guessing they're gonna bring Anger of the Gods, maybe Force of Vigors. So the matchup will be a slightly more grindy. Let's see. Normally, I think this is a good matchup normally, but we're on the draw and they had an amazing draw. Okay, I like this hand. I think we can play with this. We draw Ravager. This is a turn, easily a turn 3-4 kill, which is fast enough. So they do play Force of Vigor. We need to remember that. Demon Devon. This guy's on the Facebook group. Or a streamer or something. I think I'm probably a decent guy. These. Lock tap. Okay. Okay, that's a Ballista. As I said, they play Force of Vigor, and that's pretty bad. We could actually play it next turn. Yeah, like I'm playing the Worker now. It is about removal. It's a removal. So we can do this, play Springleaf Drum, play Worker, pass it on. I guess I didn't have anything. I guess I don't have the Force of Vigor because it was sweet to Force of Vigor these two cards. So this shock, yeah. Maybe they explore, they Farseek. This Sakura Tribe Elder. Sure. Yeah, they take 2 damage, but they prevent 2 damage, so it's overall good. I don't think we can save this for the turn after. He's gonna attack first. They block, yeah. Look for a land. Yeah, so that tells me they have a Dryad in hand, because, or if we play the Canonist, they cannot play Bloodbraid Elf. Well, they can play Dryad, but it really sucks. Actually, we cannot really play the Canonist because we don't have white. So, mystery solve. So we just play the Ballista. I am going to move the counter from the Llanowar Reborn, just to get as much pressure as possible. Next turn with the Ethersworn Canonist, we should be slowing them down enough to. So 4 cards. Maybe that's a Bloodbraid Elf. Maybe they find an Aegis. So that's a Dryad. Play a land. It will trigger the next land they play, and I can pass it. So now they have 1, 2, 3. Can we kill them next turn somehow? So we have passed it now. Yeah, it's gonna pass it now. Of course, they can play a Titan next turn, but yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4 mountains. Ravager is most likely kill. Ancient Series. Temple Garden allows us to, yeah, that's it's not very good. Any order? I am gonna shoot the Sakura Type puzzle down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I thought I have 3 mana available, but I need white for this. So I will attack with the Walking Ballista. And I will play the Ethersworn Canonist, pass the turn. So now they can only play 1 spell per turn. So they cannot summon Spact for a Titan, for example. Or they can, but they cannot cast it. And of course they can play a mountain. Maybe they just have the Titan in hand, that would be pretty brutal. Then we have a Dryad in hand. They're very good at drawing the Dryad, I guess, yeah. Oh, and that of course shooting the kill the Canonist. They can scape shift us now. There's nothing we can do about it. We will get anyway to scape shift, right? No, they don't have to double green. So they, unless they do have double green thanks to the Dryad. Oops. Yeah. They should not have shot that Sakura Type Elder. That was my bad. If I had not shot it, I would have 4 counters on the Ballista to go Summoner's Pact. That's gonna be a shit ton, a lot of damage. If I had played the second ballista, oh, this was the worst line I could have taken. Playing the Ethersworn Canonist. I actually don't think this is Reclamation Sage. I don't have double green. What did he do? I didn't have double. They didn't have 6 mana. Okay. I'll take that. What are they shooting down? The ballista? Oh no, I have one in hand. Scales. Sure. Need to play 2 green for next turn. Let's see what we draw. Oh, Thicket. Damn you. I gotta make double white. So next turn I need to pay 4. They'll have 4 lands available. Can make a 2/2 ballista. That's probably the only thing we can do. They have 1 card in hand though. Have to pay for Summoner's Pack, so we have 4 lands available, but all lands become bolts with this. Could also chill and not play the ballista. Play next turn, but unless I draw another land, then I'll have 5, 6 lands. That'll be enough to play the ballista. Hangarback, yeah. But if I play the ballista now, I get for sure the option to shoot the Dryad if they cast another Summoner's Pact or something like that. Choices. Could also tag with the Worker, see if they block, and then decide what to do. I'm not 5, I can shoot the Dryad down. Don't like it, I can do the Worker, they will just trade here. Yeah, I think so. I don't think, yeah. Yes. Thinking of just shooting this down, then for sure they cannot cast anything next turn. Yeah, we'll do that. And I'm gonna gamble on drawing a land next turn. Should I gamble on that? Or should I just cast this ballista for X equals 2? This plays around Anger of the Gods Bear. Yeah, they have 1 card in hand, need to play for a pact. So then I have red mana after this. Green, red. Pay what I want. Yeah. Oh, that would have been a double ball with the Dryad, so I'm happy. Of course, now they're thinking, should we save this for Lurrus? No, they're not. They're not thinking that. Because maybe they have something they want to cast, actually. Cinderblade. Starting here. I will just put a counter on it and shoot them twice. I mean, it's not a lot of damage, but we're getting there. So that they shot me means that for mine they don't have they either have a way to kill me. Now we really need to draw. Explore. It's a cycle usually. Can play a line if they want to. Yeah, killing the Dryad was important, I think. And I think they should not have blocked with a Reclamation Stage. Ballista. I can't really play the Lurrus if I don't play Ballista first, which really sucks. So if I play the Lurrus, so I play Lurrus. So I need to have Ballista down for x equals 1, get the Lurrus back, and then I have nothing to bring back. Don't like that. You know, I don't like that, but I think it's the play we need to make. Yeah, of course, if I draw Scapeshift with that, if is it the first time we cast Lurrus this week? Cannot recast anything. Pass the turn. Mix would have been super nice. We actually didn't see the mix at all. We didn't draw them. Let's see. Anger of the Gods really wrecks us. Probably like to find. Please don't skip shit. That's a good red builder. That's not so fine because they can kill the Lurrus with it. But. Yep, sure. I was with Seal of Primordium. Can get a a 1 2 3 4 5. So I can get a 3/3 Ballista down. Or I can attack and get a 2/2 Ballista down. Yeah, I'll attack. Life matters. So basically, we're just waiting for them to draw something that just kills us. It's not a good situation to be in, by the way. Okay, Volt. Sure. Okay, so top deck war. So means every land that they top deck, it's the Scapeshift? Titan, oh my god. Damn it! They had it, and they can find double Volt. Oh. Damn it. Malakut, that will be 4 triggers. Only 2 triggers. Ah yeah, of course. So it shoots me twice, so shoot them. We kind of want to draw a path now. Oh, punished by our choices. That they attack, they find Balakut and another mountain. That's 8. That would be in 9 triggers. I'm dead. Very kind of dead, kind of game. Can try to put an Inkmoth on the way. Actually, 2 Inkmoths on the way, but I don't know what that does. It's all hitting me. So I'll go down to 11, 8. I think I didn't play this game very well. I don't know exactly where it went wrong. Should rewatch this. I need to block. If I block, I go down to 4, and so I don't die to 1 land. I don't think there's anything I can draw, but damage. Yeah, so I was dead if I didn't block. Path to Exile kills me. No, actually I'm just dead if it has a mountain, so it's 3 triggers, yeah. GG. Got wrecked. This one was not good. Let me go watch these games again. I feel I was a bit slightly distracted and maybe that affected me. Let's see both games real quick. Feel I'm a bit like, what should I do? Kind of moment. So yeah, we choose this. We don't have lands. We have a we didn't know we were playing against Titan at this point. Then the search for tomorrow. So we know we're playing against Titan. So we look for a land, which I agree. Next turn, play Balakut and pass. So I take a turn off. We have the path. Springleaf Drum, Scales. Then they play, here they play the Bloodbraid Elf. They find Explorer, that gives them another Balakut. And that was pretty brutal. Like, that was pretty brutal. Yeah. And then I play a Ballista here, holding on the path. And they also have a turn 4 Titan with double Balakut. And they also have the Scapeshift for afterwards, so not much we could do here, I think. Like, we also didn't find a land. If I had found a land, maybe would be better. Shooting the Titan doesn't do anything, they even block, so yeah. Then they have both Dryad and Scapeshift, so we tried to kill the Dryad. Maybe holding on the path was there, but no, because they have the Scapeshift, so there's not much we can do. Yeah, they're not very good at tapping lands, and then the Scapeshift. Yeah, this game, I feel they drew it all. So let's see game 2 though. I don't like the Canonist against the specific matchup. Seems pretty weak. Actually, Canonist seems pretty weak in general. So this hand, it's not great, but we have Hardened Scales. Start with Balakut tap, so they don't have the fastest draw. Decide to go for Worker, and I remember the mistake I made. Now I know. Okay, so shooting that, maybe that was a good idea to play the Canonist right here. Maybe that's a mistake. So I play the Canonist right here. Then I of course think about it a bit, but so I attack, they block. Okay, that's we know they'll do. So now I had the decision to play either the Ballista or the Canonist. If I play the Ballista, I of course put more pressure on them, but if I play the Canonist, I slow them down. And I think this was a turn you want to slow them down, because let's see what happens next. But seems that yeah, I even move the counters. So now they play Dryad. They play Sakura. If I had the Canonist there, they couldn't do that. Right? So they couldn't play the second Sakura. We can path it later. We can path the Ethersworn Canonist, we can path the Dryad next turn, and we are in much better shape. How things were here, shooting here, completely mistake also, but we already were not, we didn't really play very smart. Because in this case they can play a second Dryad. Of course they have to have a second Dryad, which, I mean, yeah. What can you do though? I feel our opponent had it all. I feel our opponent had it all, but definitely we should play it on turn. So it's a good learning on this escape shift deck, and I know it is this turn that they go from 2-3 mana. They really want to. I mean, they can either summon spec for something, or they can do two ramp spells. But basically, Canonist forces them to just play one card per turn at that rate, and that's, yeah. The earlier we get it down, the better. And it doesn't really slow us down. So yeah, that was not a good choice playing the Ballista there. Should have played the Canonist, and we should not have shot that Sakura Dryad Elder. Instead, conserve these 4 counters on the Dryad to be able to get rid of it. Sorry, on the Ballista to be able to get rid of the Dryad. Yeah, well, some learnings. But I mean, overall, the league, what was this? Well, okay, I think we got mega wrecked by the Lurrus decks. I need to rethink it. I think really the answer to those matchups is not on animation module. I think this card is just a bit too weak. Maybe one on the sideboard for matchup, the blue matchups. 1 or 2 on the sideboard could be good. Path was good, but yeah, especially against the escape shift deck, Path felt very bad because they were just. It was really powerful, but Path was really strong against. I would say it's very powerful, but basically the Titan with so many Balakuts is really tough to. I don't think that guy even played. Probably they played Field of the Dead, but only one. Metallic Mini we didn't even get to see, so verdict is up. Maybe we should have more to be able to play faster. But Metallic Mini really plays well with animation models, so I don't think we should. Maybe 2 is the right amount. Maybe we should just cut the one on the sideboard. Run 2 animation modules. White sources seem fine this league. Last league it didn't seem fine, so maybe just adding this extra Temple Garden kind of gave us the consistency, but just maybe luckier. Springleaf Drum was pretty awesome every game. I'm gonna say that I was always happy to draw this card almost. So maybe we should just get it back to 3 where it was before. But I do think those jump matchups are not a matter of animation module. They're much more a matter of Tormod Crypt and maybe Veil of Summer. So these two cards. And Path to Exile for Lurrus. That's probably what I would go. I would probably right now with sideboard against a deck like the Metallic Mimic deck. Sorry, the Lurrus deck. I'll take out the Metallic Mimics. I could take out the animation modules, add the Veils and the Tormod Crypts. That's it. Keep 3 paths, we don't need maybe 4. Keep the Springleaf Drums to get a Hera mana. It's just basically a land. And just don't play the animation model on that matchup. Seems that by the time you get especially it doesn't make sense and it doesn't make sense what I was doing. I was cutting lands and I was adding animation modules. So I was adding cards that work well with a lot of lands and taking out lands. That's not very smart. So maybe I could see myself going down to like 1 animation module and maybe 1 main, 1 side, and have something else on the main board. I've been thinking about Spellskite. Spellskite seems really strong. Able to redirect all these bolts that people are playing, Seals of Fire. Also good blocker. Maybe Spellskite is a card we wanna play around a little bit with. And also basically Infect on Boggles also gets blown by Spellskite, so it kind of maybe shorts some of our not so great matchups. The removal matchups, of course, you can always move whatever removal they're using on your key threat to Spellskite. Yeah, I think I like it, and yeah, I will play it. I'll try Spellskite. So I think what I would like to do going forward, if we get white, another alternative is to get black on the board, like play black again. And then in that case, I would probably I will not play Fatal Push main deck. Play a third Mimic, maybe play that Spellskite, Play the third Springleaf Drum. So it's 3 cards, right? And then we keep the animation models the same, everything the same, just black mana base. And then on the sideboard, we cut this animation module, and of course we don't have access to Ethersworn Canonist, so we cut it. And we add the Nihil Spellbombs and Fatal Pushes. That sounds okay, actually. That sounds pretty strong. Maybe we could even bring in Thoughtseize against some of these combo decks, but I think what they're doing against combo decks, I mean, let me just see. I saw a deck that did very well, yeah. I don't understand why sometimes it does this. It doesn't let me click. It's like I'm... Yeah. They were... Yeah, I playing... I actually don't like this deck so much. What's this one? Why can't I click it? Ugh. 1 second, guys. We're gonna get there. Yeah, we're playing this configuration with 3 spells, 3 metal enemies, 1 spellskite. And they're not playing animation models. They're instead playing Welding Jar. And Welding Jar always trades up on mana. I mean, basically, what are the problems we're having every league? We're playing against removal that 1/1s us, and then they actually being more efficient on mana, and they're then using something like Seal of Fire to recur and beat us. So yeah, maybe we should be exploring that. So that's how they're playing it in the black version with Fatal Push, Dismember also. Maybe it's good. We should explore that. I think I showed this the other day, but oh man, I don't understand why I cannot click the yeah, animation modules, Ozolith. That sounds like a good idea. And I was about not to play the Path's main deck. They were good normally. They were good in a lot of matchups actually. So I think I can leave the Paths. But yeah, we just need to decide basically, is Nihil Spellbound better than Ethersworn Canonist? So are we gonna find more of these grindy matchups than we will find matchups where we wanna bring the Canonist? And honestly, maybe the answer is yes. Maybe we just wanna go black and kind of surrender the white for a while and try that. Maybe I'll try that next game. So next league, I'm gonna record a league with the black-green scales, which seems to be the most popular version, and we'll get a feel for it. Yeah, I really like Path though. I think Path is extremely strong, but maybe the Canonist we're not getting the mileage out of it that we would like. So I just need to cut it. Also, I'm thinking of cutting one of these Phyrexia score to add 1 more color source. This league we're good. I think in some leagues we could really get punished by not having the color source. You could see even the last game. Return to game. Yeah, we're not having 2 white sources, and that prevented us from playing the Lurrus as we wanted it to be. And this is just bad. You shouldn't do that. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Even though these black decks are only playing like Fatal Push's black spell, but maybe it's just enough. You just need to have an answer to Lurrus and have an answer to Stoneforge Mystic and an answer to maybe Icefang Calls and stuff. And if they play a Titan, we could see actually once they play a Titan, we're kind of dead anyway. I mean, we can beat them, but especially this Valakut deck. It's not super popular, but yeah. And a normal Titan, yeah, it just slows them down by a turn to play the Canonist. So yeah, I'll try the black version next league, and then we can explore if it makes any sense. I don't think I'll be running 3 Damping Spheres though. I don't think that card is worth our while. I would be playing like Nihil Spellbombs instead, and yeah, I sort of like this, but with 1 Crypt and maybe 2 Nihil Spellbombs. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so probably 1 Crypt, 2 Nihil Spellbombs, 3 Fatal Pushes on the sideboard, and I'll try to make a space for the Pithing Needle. It was really cool. It's really one of our best answers to Engineer Explosives, and I like to have it in the deck. I'll probably cut the animation module. Yeah, I will try that. I'll try to make that leak either tomorrow evening. Maybe tomorrow evening I'm gonna actually play a Super Qualifier. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure if I want to play Super Qualifier with this deck, but I'm not like 100% on the white version, or I want to play the black version. I mean, it's almost the same, but but I haven't really tested the black version so much. So I will see, but I will record it. I'll record every league I'm playing, so you see all my testing process, and you can maybe like hear me rambling and learn something along the way. I'll open the chest. Let's open this. Dun, dun, dun. Open one of these. And we got another avatar. Now we're getting so many of those. Avatar Farbinder. And this is Frisian Regent. I mean, I don't know. It's an artifact card. Is that an artifact or it just improvises? Please? Well, it's okay. Not a super exciting opening, but you know, we're gonna actually play Super Qualifier for free with the play points, so that'd be kind of nice. Only the Super Qualifier is just so long, man, and it gets a bit late into the night for me, and it becomes a bit annoying. But I will see. What I do, but I will record it, and you'll be able to watch it on the YouTube channel. So if you like it, just as all the guys that do YouTube videos do, subscribe, and then you will be like notified when I make a video. I try to answer to all the comments. So if you have questions, just leave them down below, and I'll try to give you my opinion about your question. And maybe it's not the truth, but I try to get as close to it as possible. Until next time, see you.